first card coming into the month is your current position. And you have the Seven of Potions, Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups talks about temptations, options, choices. So, Cap, if you want to date, if you want to get out there, if you want to meet new people, obviously, however you need to do it in these times. And please don't get political in my channel. That's not what we're doing here. Maskers, anti-maskers, we're not doing that. But what I'm saying is the Seven of Potions or Seven of Cups is talking about it's available. Get online, talk to people, whatever floats your boat, contact that old person that you used to have great conversations with, get in touch with an old family or friend, family member or friend. The Seven of Potions or Seven of Cups talks about, really like just enjoy yourself, have passion and creativity. There is temptation involved here. So it's not like, hey, this person that I'm meeting or talking to is, the numero uno, the person that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. This card is more of a, but loose and fancy free. Why can't I just enjoy myself? Why can't I just like meet people and say, hey, let's get together and have a cup of coffee or grab a drink or whatever it is for you. It's like no strings attached, and yet allowing yourself to have the passion or allowing yourself to feel just a good positive vibration. The next card you have is your emotional state coming into the month, how you're feeling coming into the month. And you have the Six of Cups. Very interesting here. So you have the Six of Cups, the Seven of Cups. The Six of Cups is nostalgic. This is a reconciliation card. The Six of Cups is looking back. It's feeling, a nostalgia about a situation. It's looking back and thinking about a passion that once was, or thinking about a situation that maybe didn't necessarily go in your favor. Maybe, it ended quite badly, but there's a forgiveness behind it now, or there's a different view of it at this point, because again, this is, being free and innocent of the situation. So there's a lot of energy just in these two cards. One, you may be kind of like, okay, I'm freeing myself of this past energy, and the best way to do it is to meet new people and just kind of, be the fool and take a leap and get out there. But then with the Six of Cups, it's almost as if, yes, you're getting out there, but there's these feelings of pleasure and happiness, of fun times with somebody from the past. So you may be having a little bit of a double-edged sword here, Capricorn. Like you're ready to get out there and meet new people or start something fresh. But at the same time, you still miss this person, or you still have a draw or a connection or romantic feelings or physical feelings towards this person. Nothing wrong with that. But again, this is the ultimate reconciliation card with that past feeling of happiness, and kind of it's a freeing energy to where the negative or the toxicity that may have been present before is no longer there. The next card you have is your distant past. So over the past 5-10 years, could be throughout your childhood. Now, interestingly enough, Judgment goes very much along with the Six of Cups, because Judgment talks about looking back. Judgment talks about taking responsibility for your actions, allowing somebody else to take responsibility for their actions, forgiving yourself, forgiving this other person. A lot of forgiveness here, a lot of looking back, but remembering the good times. So some of you may be reminiscing here, Capricorn. Some of you may be, saying, I need to accept the situation for what it is and either move forward or just enjoy myself right now until the situation maybe turns back around. Some of you are kind of twisted up a little bit about the situation. You still miss this person. You still love them. There's still this, this judgment of, I forgive you. I hope you forgive me. But yet taking responsibility for your future and knowing, when to atone for past behaviors, or when to, forgive yourself or other people. This is personal growth, but this is also, again, understanding that whatever happened is in the past and it can't rule the future. It can if you let it, and that's the issue. Right now, you're saying, no, I'm not going to let it. But there is something here with wanting to move forward, but not necessarily wanting to move forward with the gusto of I'm meeting the love of my life, or I'm looking for the person I'm going to marry. It's more of a getting out there because the past is still very much connected to you. The next card you have is your immediate past, or the past 2 weeks, past month or two. You have the Justice card. This card has been coming out in like every read. I don't know what's going on. Either you're all dealing with Libras. The Justice card is Libra's card. So you could have Libra placements in your chart, or you could be dealing with Libra. But the Justice card talks about the scales and understanding the pros and cons of a situation, but even more so understanding, the situation and how it tugs at you. Could be multiple people tugging at you, could be multiple situations tugging at you. This is the Justice card is about trying to get some sort of solidified answer, some sort of seeing things clearly and understanding, which direction you want to go and which direction holds you down or holds you back, versus which one is more freeing, the Fool type energy, to where you can move forward and feel comfortable in that, and feeling like it's not, you're not missing out on something, if that makes sense. So this is talking about, you don't want to jump to conclusions based on emotions. And this is giving time to actually think a situation through and then go from there. The Justice card can also mean marriage. So it could be somebody you're engaged to, somebody that you, were married to, whatever the case may be. But this is not jumping to a conclusion of moving to the past or going back to the past, versus having some fun with the now and present or future. The next card you have is your distant future, so over the next few months. And you have the Ace of Candles or Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is passion, it's energy, it's renewing a passion or renewing an energy. It's, smelling the roses you forgot to smell, or eating the ice cream you haven't eaten in a long time, or doing something that you wanted to do and haven't truly given yourself the opportunity to just relish in feeling good and feeling passionate and feeling that energy and feeling that zing or whatever it is for you. The Ace of Wands talks about some sort of passion being relit. I do, Capricorn, there is a sense of somebody coming back in. There is a sense of maybe you're taking a leap of faith with somebody that you thought you never would again. Maybe, this is, well, I don't know where the hell I'll land, but I'll sure as heck jump and see where we get, because this may be somebody that you had planned on marrying and now they're back in the picture, especially with this Judgment and the Six of Cups card coming out. Now you have the Ace of Candles again. There's a passion and energy. And it feels like this is a passion and energy that is regaining strength or momentum, meaning a possible past energy coming back. And then you have Death, which is your immediate future card, so throughout December. And the Death card is beautiful. It's not a physical death. The Death card is about rebirth. It's about transformation. It's about changes, big changes. This talks about energies changing in all sorts of forms. So this is first of all, it's a rebirth. So it could be a rebirth between you and another person. And second of all, it's a transformation of how you're thinking, how you're perceiving things. That goes along with the Judgment card. Maybe in the past, a lot of you have been, the toxicity's been deep and thick between the two of you, and nobody can, pull their heads out because, it's your fault. It's my fault. It's whoever's fault. But the Judgment card, as I said before, is talking about repenting that, almost saying, okay, I forgive you. Like, maybe you did me dirty, but I forgive you. Or maybe I did you dirty, but hopefully you can forgive me and I can forgive myself. There's a lot of forgiveness behind it. And the Death card talks about the changes, yes, but it feels like a transformation or change or rebirth, in the sense of, thinking about somebody from the past and truly, having a positive, rebirth with them, or having a positive, something comes along. They are telling me for some reason that, the holidays plays a big part, whether you celebrate or not. For some of you, the holidays is a very big, nostalgic time. And I think it is for most people, where you look back and you think, but this is almost like it may come to life. The next card you have is anything tangible, coming out in the month of December, anything that'll happen in the month of December. And you have the Two of Potions. The Two of Potions is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups, as you know, is a twin flame card, twin flame karmic energy. Capricorn, this is the ultimate. I mean, it really is the ultimate there's a connection here that's stronger than you, that's stronger than them. No matter how many times, you may be moving on, you may be flirting, you may be dating, you may be doing this, that, and the other. But for whatever reason, you can't escape this. And, you guys can get in the comments and be like, I can't stand this person. I hate this person. I da 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 da. Well, that's all fine and dandy if that's how you really feel. But there's something to be said about having, this reconciliation card coming out, the Two of Cups coming out, the Judgment card about looking at the past and forgiveness. There's a rebirth happening here, Capricorn. Now, it may not succeed or it may not be for you. It may just be that the communication is coming in. But come on, you have the Two of Cups coming out as your tangible energy for December. That talks about two people communicating, two people coming together, two people who are not ready to completely let this go. The next card you have is how you're feeling coming into or throughout the month. And you have the Temperance card, which is Sagittarius' card. So you could be dealing with a Sag or have Sag placements in your chart. I forgot to say the Death card is Scorpio. So you could be dealing with Scorp or have Scorp in your chart. But the Temperance card coming out here is patience, balance, moderation. So this says that you may tolerate the thought of you and this person getting back together. You may tolerate them, communicating with you. And I say tolerate as you're like, okay, I'll answer your text. What do you have to say? All right. I'm like, but you're not putting a ton of energy into it. It's funny because they literally just showed me a picture of somebody looking at their phone and be like, all right, well, I'll answer you in an hour. Beep. Like the connection's there. You feel it. The negativity is starting to, pass by, but you're not 100%, convinced that this is, that something could be rekindled here. But with the Temperance card, like I said, it is patience. It is balance. It's a sense of belief. So if you truly love this person, then with patience and with moderation, meaning, don't jump into this head first. Like with the Justice card talks about not making a decision based on just emotions. Of course you love this person. Of course you miss this person. But the Temperance card said that's fine and dandy. No judgment. We should never judge ourselves for who we love and should never shame ourselves for who we love or the situations that, we've kept ourselves in. I'm so tired of people feeling like, they can't love somebody just because, this person didn't treat them the way they wanted to. Yeah, abuse is not okay and cheating is not okay and all of these things are not okay. But it's like that one saying, I still love the enemy. And it's tough, but we should never make ourselves feel worse about that because the last thing we need to do is be our own worst enemy, right? So the Temperance card talks about maybe with patience and maybe with moderation and not jumping into things right away, but considering it. You might find that it's not as bad as you were worried. Now, your hopes and fears, you have the Queen of Potions, and the Queen of Potions is the Queen of Cups. You have a lot of water energy here. So Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. But the interesting thing here with the Queen of Potions or the Queen of Cups is, mom's a word. The Queen of Potions or Queen of Cups does not, this is somebody who's not like flailing their life on social media. This is somebody who's very otherly or otherworldly, very mysterious, somebody who, so your biggest thing here is that if they communicate with you and you proceed to communicate back, that all of a sudden they'll just go silent. Or it's almost like, are they on a fishing expedition? They're wondering if I'd still talk to them. They're wondering if I'd still have something to do with them. And you're being very quiet too. You want to see that they put the effort and the work into coming forward because you're not willing to just, jump because they said, hey, how you doing? It could be a year you haven't talked to them and all of a sudden they come back in and you're not going to just, oh, they text you, hey, I miss you, or hey, how are you? You might have those flutters, which again, perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. But the Queen of Potions is somebody who's not going to just, again, jump right into, oh, they text me. So now everything's wonderful. You're being very logical about it. Now, you have the Two of Presents or Two of Pentacles here. The Two of Pentacles is goals, planning, preparation. Now, this is goals for you. This is, your own goals. So this is talking about keep forging ahead, Capricorn, on, where you were headed and what path you were headed on. This is talking about not changing things up for somebody unless it's 100% right. And you have the Three of Cups covering that as well. And the Three of Cups talks about celebration. It talks about getting out there and meeting new people. So I definitely feel like there should be a double-edged sword, as I was talking about before here. One is have the Seven of Cups. Get out, enjoy yourself. You're not with anybody. You're not obligated to anybody at the moment. You're not in a place of, I have to make a decision right now. I have to get back together with this person or they'll never talk to me again. The Two of Pentacles is talking about keeping on your path and your goals and where you were headed and where you're planning on going. And then see if you can, have this happen. And then see if you can, rekindle something. Because the Three of Cups is saying, give yourself permission to enjoy and get out and meet new people, be obviously, yeah. So in essence, stay on your own path, be safe with it and whatever going on with everything going on in the world. Don't get political. Like I said in my channel, it makes me crazy. People are like, you're sheeple with masks, or you're telling people not to. Just don't. But like I said, with the Three of Cups, you have this energy of getting new energies in your life, meeting new people, friends, meeting, new lovers, new partners. And that goes along with the Seven of Potions as well. You have, again, a lot of water energy here, but keep on your path because you have the Two of Wands here, and the Two of Wands is keeping on your path. And so is the Two of Pentacles, but the Two of Pentacles is balance, priorities. It's figuring out, how am I going to balance everything? So it seems as though, Capricorn, your priority has been meeting new people, kind of getting over this past situation, but the past situation isn't really going anywhere. And then the Two of Wands is saying, stay on your path, keep going on what you're doing. In essence, don't just drop everything for this person. There needs to be work towards it. Like I said, with this Queen of Cups underneath the Fool, there needs to be some sort of work towards it. There needs to be some sort of energy towards it. They can't just show up and expect you to drop everything for them. And unfortunately, this person comes in almost in a desperation to a certain extent, because the King of Cups is somebody who's like, but I love you. They're like willing to listen. They're like, I'll go to counseling, I'll whatever. And you're kind of like, but I'm taking chances. I'm the Fool. You have two Fool cards here, which definitely tells me you're going to be taking some movement towards a new path, but there may also be a very big possibility you go backwards. Look, at the end of the day, Capricorn, having the two Fools, but then having the Two of Cups and the Six of Cups coming out here, you love this person. I don't think that you're going to be like straying very far from this person. I don't think that you're going to cut off completely and ignore this person or block them or ghost them. But I do feel as though you're going to be like, you're going to be more on the plane of, I'm not ready to forgive you necessarily. I'm not sure what we could have. I'm not sure if we could rekindle this. I'm not going to ignore you. I'm not going to annihilate you from my life. But at the same time, I'm going to have a life. I'm going to do some things that are necessary for me to figure out what I want in life. And it almost seems as if it's like a fair game. I know that sounds weird, but it almost seems as like this person did their own thing and now they're coming back and they want like exclusivity with you, or they want you to take a chance on them. This Fool card, maybe this is a chance on somebody new and this one's a chance on somebody old. You get my point. They come back and it's almost as if they want you to be enamored, or Capricorn, of course you would, want to still see me. Of course you would want to be, back with me. And you're going, no. You don't understand. Like, I need some time to think about, like, yes, we have a karmic connection. Yes, we had a soulmate connection, and yes, I do think about you and I love you. And yes, I do forgive you. And I want, I don't want any, and I don't want any hanging negative energy between us. But at the same time, I'm living my best life. I'm living my own life. I don't just drop everything. It really does come down to, Capricorn, you need to see it to believe it. And for some of you out there, this person has not always, they talk a lot, but the actions are never there. And that's, if you see my reads, one of my biggest telltale signs. People tell you exactly who they are, not by their words, but by their actions. You can tell me all day long, you want to marry me, you love me, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, if you don't put a ring on it, if you, are constantly, looking for the grass is greener, then your stories are convoluted. You have communication here, angel aura coming in. So again, big communication with new entities, I think, as far as, like I said, the Seven of Cups doesn't represent this. It's temptation all the way. So it's having fun. It's enjoying yourself. It is not the person that generally it's not the person that's going to be your legacy. But at the same time, you're not running back to this Two of Cups energy because the proof is in the pudding. And figgy pudding doesn't taste good. So just saying, figgy pudding does not taste good. So if, they may want to sweeten the deal, sweeten the pot a little bit.